So I signed up for Verizon in August, about mid-August. Actually, towards the end of it, I think. Anyways, point is, I asked the guy multiple times, will I not be charged anything until September? He said yes. So first we had to debate that issue. We finally decided enough evidence to prove that such was the case. Then I signed up for MC Plus for a year and get 1 year of Netflix Premium owned on Verizon. They never got that processed, and by the time we attempted it multiple times, both they and I, even together while I was on the phone with them, both on the phone and on the website on the laptop, it never once processed correctly based on what they were describing, in part because the technical error was they never asked me about payment. Now it does remind me that when I also had my phone number ported, it took about 5 days, and during that 5 days, it did not port correctly. And once it did port, it still did not port correctly because for up until about 2 weeks ago when I accidentally reset my eSIM, when I would text someone, if I spoke to them a while ago, did you get a new phone number? No. It would show my temporary phone number. I think it was a 354 or something like that, 3 something number instead of my 254 number. So I was having 2 separate numbers, one for texting, one for phone call. Also, when I initially signed with Verizon, part of the reason I came over was for the NFL Sunday ticket. That ran well. Well, first, we didn't get the first week because the 5 days it took to port. Then we ran for about, I don't remember, 4 to 6 weeks before we went 2 weeks where it dropped. And that was because, again, an issue with them and their promos. Showing, took a while for it to get it straight. Got it turned back on, and the payments weren't charged to me. I went back to Verizon as it should have. I'm back to the AMC Plus Netflix. So we're into November. We haven't corrected, the promo ends. So now they want to argue because the promo is no longer going. Not my problem. So I'll go all month of November without Netflix. I decided at the top of December, I'll try another promo. Paramount Plus Netflix to see if we can get this resolved or see what happens. Again, it has not been able to be activated. Again, they want to debate whether they owe me anything or not. Well, obviously the NFL Sunday ticket you realize you did, and I realize it doesn't require a third party, but here's the point. And is a coordinating conjunction. That means that the two things cannot be separated and they have equal value. I have fulfilled twice now my obligation, paying a full year for AMC Plus and a full year of Paramount Plus and Showtime, which they just drew straight out of my account as soon as I even checked it on the computer, and they didn't even hesitate. So that being stated, they do owe me 2 years technically at this point of Netflix Premium. So we're going to give them a call and see where this goes. All right, let's get started. Let me see. First of all, make sure there's nothing here important. Does not appear to be. We'll clear that out. And we will start our phone call. Now, if this runs out of time or whatever, we will get right back on in the midst of the phone call. Here we go. Verizon. And
welcome to Verizon. I'm the Verizon assistant. Para español, di español u oprime asterisco. Your call may be monitored or recorded by Verizon and our vendors for quality assurance and security, to train our employees and systems, and to personalize your experience. Your account has been verified by calling from a recognized device. Additional verification may be done as needed. Now let's get started. Are you calling to add a new line to your account? Please say yes or no.
no.
All right. To make a payment today, or to schedule a payment for a later date, say payment.
That's what they're focusing on.
If you're calling about a payment arrangement, say arrangement.
See, they're
To
focusing
respond
on
to a
that. They
recent
haven't paid
message
them
you got from
because they
Verizon,
haven't given me
say respond. For anything else, say main menu.
Main menu. Because I haven't paid them because they haven't
In a sentence or two,
fulfilled their service
what are you calling about
obligations.
today?
I need to speak to an agent.
Got it. To get you to the right person, tell me a little more about what you need.
I need to speak to a live agent.
Got it. Let me get you to a live agent who can help with this. Your privacy is important to us. Visit our privacy policy to learn more at verizon.com/privacy. California customers can view our California privacy policy at verizon.com/californiaprivacy. During this call, your account may be reviewed for recommendations and offers. Are you calling about wireless home internet service or equipment?
No.
Thank you for calling. My name is Winteria. May I have your name, please?
Yes, ma'am. My first name is Thurman, Thurman. My last name is spelled Go Lemon, Go, and then the fruit lemon, Lemon.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Thurman. How could I assist?
Well, first of all, I want to be honest with you. Winteria, is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's a very neat name. I like that.
I appreciate it.
That being stated, I want to be honest with you. First, I need you to know, I know y'all said I'm on a recorded line. Y'all are too at this point. I had promised that the other day because I'm having such problems with not the representatives. This does not reflect you, Winteria. This has my problems to do with Verizon, and apparently this is the only way they're going to take me serious at this point. Two, I want to make it very clear that I've already stated this in the last couple times I've called. It is not a gimmick. It is true. My mother is lying on her deathbed for 5 days now. They can't figure out how come she hadn't passed. But she's going to pass any moment now. So the last thing I need from y'all is threats to cut off my phone, especially since that was never even a suggestion. I read your policies, usually a 25-day standard, before y'all make that threat. But I think because I told y'all that truth about not cutting off my mother's phone, my phone, because my mother is lying on her deathbed, now we're going to start trying to threaten me, which is just a total lack of class. Let me explain why you haven't received payment and why you will not until y'all correct y'all services. And I'm going to go the long route. I've been telling everybody to read, but you seem so nice and polite, I'll take a little extra time with you. So from when I first signed on with y'all, I signed on for the promo for the NFL Sunday Ticket. And I was going to get my number ported over. Well, first things first, when we ported the number over, it took about 5 days before that took place, which is longer than the standard because they told me it was like about 48 hours. So I missed the first weekend of NFL Sunday Ticket. I accepted that, moved forward. Problem was, up until about 2 weeks ago now, or approaching 2 weeks, not even that, pardon me. I say that as I don't have any evidence after 2 weeks back. So about 2 weeks back is the last evidence I have. The other incident from where it appears that it straightened itself out was when I accidentally, within this last week, erased my eSIM trying to reset the phone because I was having more difficulty with my messaging, my text messaging. But since the day I signed on with y'all until about 2 weeks ago that I know of at least, even though my phone number had been ported, the texting when I text someone was apparently still using the temporary number y'all gave me during the porting process. And the reason I know that is because anytime I text someone that I had not called in a while, the first thing they questioned me was, did you get a new phone number? No, I did not. If I call you now, it'll be the same number. I text you, it shows the temporary number that they gave me. So that went on from end of August, basically, until, we'll say, at least I know the top of December. So there's a problem. Okay, we had the NFL Sunday Ticket. We already missed the first weekend, as I told you. We go into the season. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what we'd have to go back and look at the notes. I might have got 4 or 5 weeks into the season. Suddenly it drops. Well, now there's a payment issue, and apparently, for whatever reason, a technical problem, I assume, it appeared that there was some issue between y'all and communication and the NFL. That got corrected, and I'm not paying on that. But that took 2 weeks, and me make sure I was calling to stay on top of it and saying, hey, man, this is the whole reason I came over here. Okay. I guess this was actually early on, too, because I got questioned somewhere in between these two things I already mentioned, was that when I came over to y'all, I had asked. They did an investigation and found that to be true. But I had asked from the day I signed on. So if I sign on now, I don't have any bill due until September. Yeah, that's right. So I don't pay anything until September. Yeah, that's right. Well, whether or not I'm ignorant to how phone policies work, like you pay a month ahead or whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters is what I was told. Well, that finally came to that conclusion. So then the result was y'all basically, I don't know if I kept suggesting stick it on the back end, whatever, or if y'all raced it all together. I don't care. All I cared was I got charged the way I was told. So apparently there was a payment that I guess on some level y'all still begrudge me for, but because of a fallacy in somebody's answer. That being stated, let's see, it was the top of October. I decided to see one of your promos there, AMC Plus for a year. If I purchased it, y'all would pick up a year of Netflix Premium for me. Okay, cool. We tried. It doesn't process. We couldn't get it activated. We tried it all throughout the month. I tried it with people on the phone with me from Verizon. Tried it both on my phone and on my laptop. When I finally, between myself and one of the representatives, agents, we were able to determine that perhaps the laptop and the phone site were different. Well, in actuality, after we delved further into it, they were not. The problem was this area that was supposed to pop up as you were activating about the payment process never popped up on either device for me. Well, I never got fixed, and by the time we got it in November, the promo is now over. So now I'm trying to debate with y'all, in particular those in the promo department, whether they owe me something or not. Well, yes, you do. See, I taught English for several years, is a coordinating conjunction. And by the power of how the word is used, simply means this. One of them is attached to the other, and they cannot be separated, and they have equal value. So if I purchase a year of AMC Plus, well then, and I will get a year of Netflix premium on y'all. So they cannot be separated. I did my part of the contract. Y'all did not fulfill yours. Well, the problem still had not been resolved. So I was out 83, 88, still had no premium. I was debating that with y'all still going into this month. I saw another one-year premium promos. You had this month, one was Paramount Plus with Showtime for a year, and premium Netflix for y'all, on y'all for a year. So buy one, get one again, with the "and" in there as part of the clause. So I went ahead and did it because I wanted to see what happened. And sure enough, I mean, no sooner than I clicked it, y'all took the 128, what, 99, I think it is, straight out my account, man. Did not even hesitate. Guess what? I'm still sitting here and I'm still not able to activate the premium Netflix with y'all. And now I'm debating with y'all again that here it is. Technically, you owe me 2 years, which would be $550 because it's $275.88 for a year. That's without taxes. Anyways, the long and the short of it is, and now we're getting belligerent and don't want to help me at all. And I get it because, see, y'all did compensate me for the 2 weeks of NFL when I didn't get it, but that was $24 a piece, basically $25. And then the first month, October, of the $22.90, what is it, $22.99, I think, or whatever it is, for the Netflix. So I haven't been compensated for November. Which estimate was basically kind of being suggested I could be compensated. Okay, fine. Well, then I need to be compensated for November and December, and I guess you're going to have to compensate every month for the next 2 years. Of course, they don't want to hear that. And why, I'll tell you why everybody is starting to get stink and drawn a sin, line in the sand with me, dig their feet in, I guess, really more so. Because I'm sure they're getting notes from corporate and supervisors, because at this point in time, actual cash that's come out of my account, other than the 83.88 and the 128 for the 2 subscriptions, I guess what's gone directly to y'all has been about $70. I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying I'm not the one that's breaching contract, and all I know. Okay, I just got hung up on. Let's see if we can get reconnected.
Welcome to Verizon. I'm the Verizon assistant. Para español, di español u oprime asterisco. Your call may be monitored or recorded by Verizon and our vendors for quality assurance and security, to train our employees and systems, and to personalize your experience. Your account has been verified by calling from a recognized device. Additional verification may be done as needed.
Okay, so I just got hung up on.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Please say yes, or press 1, or no, or press 2.
No, that's about payment.
All right. To make a payment today, or to schedule a payment for a later date, say payment. If you're calling about a payment arrangement, say arrangement. To respond to a recent message you got from Verizon, say respond. For anything else, say main menu.
Main menu.
In a sentence or two, what are you calling about?
I got hung up on.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. In a sentence or two, what are you calling about?
I need to speak to a live agent now.
Got it. To get you to the right person, tell me a little more about what you need.
I need to speak to a live agent now.
Got it. Let me get you to a live agent who can help with this. Your privacy is important to us. Visit our privacy policy to learn more at verizon.com/privacy. California customers can view our California privacy policy at verizon.com/californiaprivacy. During this call, your account may be reviewed for recommendations and offers. Are you calling about wireless home internet service or equipment?
No.
Thank you for calling. This is Nino. May I have your name, please?
Yes, my first name is Thurman, Thurman. My last name is spelled Golemon, Golemon.
Yes, I'm Thurman. Can I have your phone number?
It's 254-431-7379.
Sure, thank you for verifying your account. So, how may I assist you today?
Well, first of all, I'd like to report that I just got hung up on. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but they hung up on me, and I was being very polite, and all I was doing is explaining to them everything that had happened since I first tried to sign on with y'all late August to now.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Thurman.
Okay.
But nothing to worry, since I am here on the phone. I'm going to make sure that I could able to assist you by, together with all of my resources here.
Okay.
And you told me that you returned one of the items, right?
No.
I know what item did you return.
Oh, I did. No. I'm not returning an item. I'm telling you, I got hung up on. What I would like to tell you is that this is a recorded line, not on your end. I know it is. Y'all told me that. I'm telling y'all are being recorded on my end. So that phone call I just had where they hung up, that will be being posted online. So I'm letting you know this phone call will be posted online because I cannot get attention from Verizon the way I need to in any other way. So I'm going to start posting every phone call I have with y'all online.
Sure. No worries about this one, Thurman.
Okay. Well, then let me
make sure that.
Okay. Well, then let me explain what's happening then here. Y'all are now starting to threaten me with turning off my phone. I told y'all not to threaten me with such a couple days ago, and I guess that's triggered y'all to do it. I'm not lying to you. My mother is lying on her deathbed and has been for about 5 days now. Y'all cut me off while my mother's lying on her deathbed. You think these posts I put online for your company right now are bad publicity? That certainly will be. So you need to really jot that down, what I just told y'all. Y'all better not cut my line until my mother passes, period. First of all, y'all usually don't make that that point to draw that line in the sand. I've read enough on y'all till 25 days in with me not paying. Well, my payment wasn't due until the 1st. We're not the day after Christmas, are we? No, we're not. You understand what I'm saying? That threat shouldn't have been placed to me until the day after Christmas. So y'all better back off it right now. I don't want another text or anything telling me y'all gonna cut off my line. Because I promise you cut off my line, I'm gonna make a big stink for y'all. Because the whole reason y'all haven't been paid is all there in the notes. And I was explaining to that woman very politely, wasn't even asking her to go back and read the notes. But I'll put it simple at this point because I'm kind of upset since I got cut off when I was being so polite. And you have been nothing but polite, so I will not be ugly to you. But your promo department is wrong. It owes me money because a coordinating conjunction and is all I need as proof. Because I know how the English language works. I taught English. And is a coordinating conjunction. That means if you have two things that are put together, the and makes them have equal value, and one cannot, exist without the other. So twice now, I have fulfilled promos where I have paid for yearly subscriptions, and twice now y'all have yet to fulfill your end, which is to make sure I have a yearly subscription of Netflix Premium. All I get is, well, we're working on that. Yeah, you were working on that from October through November, and now we're in December when I did the AMC Plus, and now to prove my point, I signed up for the Paramount Plus with Showtime, and it's still not working. Well, then we're going to talk about, a policy says you can only have one. Yeah, well, whose fault is that? Because y'all took my money for both. So if you knew that, you shouldn't have taken my money for the second one. So any way you look at it, it's not my problem. The problem is I've had multiple issues, which I was explaining to the lady who cut me off. Whether it's intentional or not, I don't know. She may have had some difficulties. But as I was explaining to her from day one, I signed on with y'all, and the first dilemma was, again, not my problem. What I deserved based on what I was told. And maybe I am ignorant to these things, but I've been using prepaid services for a while, and I guess if I reflected on that, I would have known it, but I wasn't. So I decided to move over to y'all into August, and I was told, I said, no, I won't have a payment until the 1st September, right? And, oh, yeah. And I asked more than once, I'm not going to have a payment until the 1st September, right? Oh, yeah. Well, then y'all tried to charge me a full payment. Well, I debated that, and y'all finally decided, based on investigation, I was indeed told that. So I don't know if y'all rolled that other payment in the end or y'all had to eat it. I made a suggestion of both, either man up and eat it or put it on the back end when my contract was running out. Either way, I didn't have to pay it. Okay, fine. So we moved forward from that. Well, we ported my number over. It took 5 days to get my number ported over. And once it got ported over, my phone calls were fine. They had my number. But if I text anybody up until about, and I'm going to say this based on last evidence I had 2 weeks ago, somewhere in the last week I accidentally reset my eSIM, and we had to get that taken care of. But when I did that, and the only reason I did that is because I reset the phone twice in a row because I was having problems with my text still. But anyways, when I would text somebody I hadn't spoken to in a while and I hadn't phone called them, they would ask, did you get a new number? And I was like, no. If I phone call you right now, I have the same number. If I text you, I have the temporary number. That went on all the way from September until at least 2 weeks ago. I was still getting reports that, did you get a new number? No, it's just they never reported my number correctly. Okay, so the whole reason I started on with y'all initially was for the NFL Sunday ticket promo. Well, because it took y'all so long to port my number, I missed the first weekend. At that time, I was like, no big deal. We'll move forward, right? Well, it was running for a few weeks. I don't remember, somewhere between maybe week 3, week 6, I don't remember. It goes down for 2 weeks. Needless to say, I'm not real happy because it takes 2 weeks to solve it. And I point out to y'all, that's not right. That, based on what the cost of this thing was, it worked out to about $24 a week. There's only 18 weeks. And I said, look, I'm not expecting you to charge you for the 6 weeks or whatever has happened before. You'd have to listen to the code and message. I'm just saying for the weeks I'm missing here for it, y'all need to credit my account. Well, y'all decided that was true. Y'all even credited me for the first month, October, of my Netflix, like you should have done, because y'all hadn't fixed the problem. Well, come by November, the AMC Plus Netflix, because I had done that promo like I stated, I believe I had. If I hadn't, let me talk about that. So, in October, I guess I hadn't. So here's what happened. Top of October, I see the AMC Plus Netflix. Let me go ahead and sign up for that. Okay, so I do that. And it would have had to been about 6 weeks in on the NFL because it happened in October also. So I signed up for the Netflix in October, the AMC Plus. Y'all take the $83.88 on my account and get signed up for the Netflix Plus. It should have been. Well, we never can activate it. We tried both on the phone and on my laptop computer. And I say we, I'm talking about I was on the phone with some of y'all's agents even when I was stepping through it. Came to the conclusion that maybe there was a difference between